It is a beautiful snowy morning in Montrose, and I am a little chilled, Sue. How about you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I slipped right through almost a stop sign.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
So did I.
It was exciting.
Okay, but you still made it here.
Yes.
And no
Yes.
damage done
No,
to
no.
your vehicle or anybody else's. I'll tell you what she drives later. But we have a great show planned for you. But before we get to that, there are some events that are happening. So tonight, everyone put on your calendar, the Montrose Day Spa is having a holiday party. Everyone is invited. There's going to be tons of food. There is a DJ. There are going to be giveaways, drinks. So come on down to the Montrose Day Spa and start the holidays off right from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Day Spa today. And then guess what is happening on the 11th? Weehawken's Polar Express starts. Yeah. Have you been?
I have not been to the Polar Express.
I have not either, so I'm going to try and get that on my calendar
Yes.
as well. I love seeing those kids dance. And then on the 16th, we have the Power Players Luncheon that's put on by the Greater Montrose Chamber of Commerce now. And we have the new CEO of the hospital who is going to speak at Power Players.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
It is. Good food, a great talk, and you get to hang out with chamber members.
Yeah.
And then, and then we have Mrs. Claus for a Cause. So they are looking for gifts to give to underprivileged kids. So make sure you look up Mrs. Claus for a Cause. That starts on the 17th, and I believe that goes through the 19th. So these are some amazing events that we have.
The Montrose Botanical Gardens is having their lights this year.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. So they didn't do it last year, did they?
No, they weren't able to.
Okay.
But they're going forward this year. So.
See, you know what?
Yeah.
You remind me of Bud Taylor. You know, Bud Taylor wants to be the co-host so bad. Now you're like telling me about events that I forgot. So we're gonna take a.
I don't want to be the co-host.
You know, so we're gonna be back with Sue Frank of TEI Rock Drills, and she is the incoming president of the Chamber of Commerce. That starts on January 1. So we're gonna talk about all things chamber and what your plan is to take the chamber to the next level, Sue. So we'll be right back.
Employees, and we were in a double wide trailer with 4 exam rooms. So that's where we started, behind an elementary school, really focused on taking care of those children. It was a school-based clinic prior to us becoming an FQHC. But very quickly, we realized the community needed a lot more support, a lot more access to healthcare. So in the last 8 years, we've grown to 3 different sites. We have 104 employees now, and we're taking care of about 6,600 unique patients a year.
In Colorado, we come prepared to weather any storm, to choose to see obstacles as challenges that make us stronger and better. When things get hard, we face them, dig in, and rise above. That's why Alpine Bank is proud to call Colorado home. After all, everything we need is right here. You are Colorado. So are we.
Okay, we're back in the studio with Sue Frank of TEI Rock Drills and the incoming president of the chamber. But before we get to Sue, because I got to tell you guys, I'm a little nervous. I got Sue Frank in the studio. I mean, she runs one of the most, if it's not one of the only global company in Montrose, but one of the most successful companies that's 42 years old, right?
Yes.
It's amazing. So I'll try not to be too nervous. But we have some amazing sponsors. This show could not be brought to you each and every week without the help of Alpine Bank, Elevate Fiber, the Real Estate Store, and River Valley Family Health Centers. So thank you so much for underwriting Montrose Matters Live so that we can bring some great entertainment and talk about some local people, local businesses. Sue, thank you for coming into studio today.
Thank you for having me.
So this has been a big week for you at TEI, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
you're a global company. You guys have salespeople from all over.
We do. And we had a retreat with our North American sales team today.
Great.
And Or not today,
Oh,
this entire week. I'm sorry. See, that's where I'm at. We're sending them home today. So, but it was great to have everybody back together. Some of the travel was a little different coming from Canada, but
Okay.
people were able to make it, and everybody was so glad to be back together in person again because trade shows have been canceled.
Yes.
We had to cancel events, and we actually had our Christmas party this year too, and that was really nice.
Great. Where did you have it?
At the Bridges.
Oh,
at
of course you
Remington's.
did. The
Yeah.
Bridges. So she already had it, which means I can't invite myself
No,
to the
yeah,
TEI
sorry,
Christmas
no.
party.
No.
Darn
Well, I'll
it.
remember next year.
Okay, Montrose, you guys heard that. I get invited to the TEI Christmas party next year.
Okay.
So, Sue, let's talk about this has, been a great, crazy year for the Chamber of Commerce. So the Greater Montrose Chamber launched a year ago, October, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I had the privilege of being the inaugural president.
Yes, and you did a great job at growing and with membership this year. So it's been,
She's
it
just
really
being,
seems like it's starting to take off.
it
which
does.
is great to see that happen again.
Well, you're being too kind because I know everyone is excited about having you as the incoming president. So in 3 weeks, you
Big
take the
shoes to
reins.
fill, Tanya.
Oh,
Big
stop.
Shoes. Big shoes.
No, but you know what? For Montrose to have you, who you have this vision. I mean, you've taken your company TEI to whole new heights, and since you've been CEO, and everyone's looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with the chamber.
Well, we've had a gracious sponsorship from Elevate.
Yes.
So that we can put some more advertising dollars for our members into the chamber, and hopefully have. I think we were talking about some more events that would allow you to showcase your businesses a little bit more. Our first event, it was so nice. We had booths set up. I just thought it went really well, and really trying to showcase businesses and make it worthwhile for all of our members.
Exactly.
The small businesses help get their names out there. And
you know what I love about the membership that we have now? It's so eclectic. I mean, the range from a global organization such as TEI to a one-man, earring shop and jewelry shop and everything in between. We have banks and marketing firms and nonprofits, insurance agents, yes, and we
production companies,
in fact, I know our own Drew Lowen Creative is a member of the chamber as well. But isn't that? It's just. I think it's a true reflection of Montrose and Montrose businesses.
Yes. Well, and I was thinking about that this morning. It's like I feel like the small businesses are kind of like the root of your community, and without those solid roots, you lose something. And I'm really hoping that this helps. I know with COVID, that has been so hard on small businesses, and really hoping it can bring it back and we can get on a good footing again. We just went to the economic forecast this week.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to know it looks really good for Montrose.
Dr. Nathan Perry he never, ever brings us down. Like, even when he knows there's a turn, but he is predicting that we are going to have a great 2022 and that things are on the rise for Montrose and Montrose businesses.
Yes.
So I'm pretty excited about that. Where the chamber is concerned, these small businesses, when we talk about their value, and I don't know if these small businesses truly know their value. If you employ one individual, right, you're adding to the total economic, development of our little town. And if you buy products or services in this town, you're adding to that. So these small businesses need to realize that their value collectively is may even be stronger than some of these larger businesses that
Yeah.
are here.
Yeah, I agree. I think
So I don't know, Sue. I'm really looking forward to just what I think Elevate sponsored the chamber for $10,000 coming in the next year.
Yeah.
And so with that, we're going to
And the
have more.
things that we can do with that is that's exciting.
It is.
And some, website and Facebook. I think Facebook is even more important than your website anymore. I'm not sure, but
It is.
it is. Okay, good to know.
Yes. All social media. And do you have a TikTok account?
I do not.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to get you one of those too.
Oh my goodness, no.
But they're, with Elevate Fiber and that sponsorship, it's truly going to elevate, no pun intended, chamber membership and benefits. And
Yeah.
so, and we're working on a few other projects as well. But I just think if this is the best time to be a member of the chamber.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the business after hours are coming on strong again.
Yes.
And that I hope to continue on with your tradition of really trying to highlight the business that it's at,
Yes.
what they do, make it about that. And then you've done great at kind of coming up with a networking, so you get to know the people that are there, and so.
And everyone does business together.
Yes.
Can we have one at TEI?
Yes.
Yes. I got to tell you, so when I drive by the TEI building, it looks.
You don't really know we're there.
Yeah, you don't. And I'm like,
Secret.
what is that? I lived here for 5 years. And then you go in and you're like, oh, it's a whole world back there. It's thousands of square feet, drills, and all those other things. So we're going to come back. We're going to talk to Sue Frank, the CEO of TEI Rock Drills and the incoming president of the Greater Montrose Chamber of Commerce. And I am going to ask this CEO of the only global company in Montrose some really tough questions about drills. We'll be right back.
At the Real Estate Store, we're a group of real estate professionals who share all forms of property brokering in an innovative way. Our expertise and experience makes us the best choice for buyers and sellers. Our brokers are ready to assist you, either in person or virtually. Come visit us in historic downtown Montrose and experience for yourself the difference of our personal, professional property brokers.
Believe it, just like Gigfoot, Zero Lag Gaming does exist. The real myth now? Slow internet made you lose. So step up your game with Elevate Internet today.
Okay, we're in the studios on this snowy Friday morning with Sue Frank, the CEO of TEI Rock Drills. Sue, cheese balls. Did anybody ask you to bring cheese balls?
No, I didn't know that was a requirement. I'm sorry.
It's just, okay.
Next time.
Yes, and I blame Elevate for, the weight gain from the cheese balls. So the fact that you didn't bring it means that you
I was
care
trying
about
to
me.
help.
You were
Yes,
trying
I was trying to help and keep you healthy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But next time, remember the cheese balls.
Okay, cheese balls.
So, Sue, I have to ask you, how is it in this male-dominated industry? What is it truly like for you as a CEO of TEI Rock Drills?
It certainly has its challenges, but generally I've found that if you allow people to, I don't know, how you react to them is going to be how they're going to reflect on you. I could share a little story with you.
Please, I like stories.
So it's one of my favorite stories from my career. I've been with TEI for 33 years now. So
and it's only 42.
I'm actually not that old.
Wait, TEI is 42 years old and
Yes.
you've been with them for 33.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it was late on a Friday afternoon. I was the only person there at work, and a gentleman called in and wanted to talk to somebody about rock drills. And I said, well, everybody's gone home, but I'd be happy to help you if you'd like. well, I need to talk to somebody that knows something. And I just came back and I said, well, how about if you ask me your questions, and if I don't know the answer, I'll let you know. So about 10 minutes into our conversation, hold on a second, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, here we go. I'm just going to get an earful. And he says, I owe you an apology. You've been really helpful. And so that's why I say, I think that he's still a good customer to this day.
Really?
And, you just have to
feel them out and see.
Yeah.
So
don't always react to everybody's first
yeah,
interaction with you, I guess.
Exactly.
Don't react to that.
So you're a nicer person than I am. Most definitely. I think we all know that. And, but do you think that the reaction you got was because you were a female and you answered the phone? They assumed
Yes.
that you just didn't know much.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would definitely be.
But so now you were named, so you were Woman of the Year in Montrose, and you were out of town and weren't even able to accept the award. But within your own industry, you've gotten many, many accolades and truly have taken TEI just to the top. Tell us about just some of the boards that you sit on and some of the organizations that you're a part of that have to do with rock drills.
With rock drills. So I'm on the ADSC, which is an international drilled shaft. Drilled shaft organization, and I sit on the board there. Okay. And just many of the committees on micropiling and
how many females? I'm just curious.
I'm the only female.
You're the okay.
Trailblazer.
Yeah, there you go. So people always ask, like, what do you actually do at TEI? And I should know this. Like, you build these drills that are like bigger than this room.
We build drilling attachments.
Okay.
Limited access. So actually our drills are kind of a lot of power in a small package. So we have a drill that could drive through your doorway and come in and drill for your foundation if you needed it fixed, or you're in an older house, you might need us.
Yeah, I do.
or one of our customers, I should say, because we don't actually do the drilling. We just make the drills, and then that's the other thing that we're really proud of, and our team is really proud of. Everything is manufactured here in Montrose, so it does look like there's not a lot back there, but there is a large manufacturing facility behind.
I had a tour a few years ago, and I don't even know if you know this story. So Billy Aller, your director of sales, took me on this tour, and I had to put things over my feet, and I wear these and the protective eyewear, and I'm like, where am I going? And we go in, and it's this huge manufacturing plant, all of these people building, and there were things going on that I couldn't tell you what they were, but it was pretty darn amazing. How many folks do you guys employ here?
Right now we're at 38.
38.
So we're...
Wow. So 42 years, 38 employees, and you have no clients, you do no business in Montrose, Colorado.
We have one. Well, we now do have a couple of.
Do you?
Yeah. So Mountain High Wall.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, you put me on the spot.
I did. I do that.
Don't take this as a bad thing if I forget.
Yes.
But we do. We have about three contractors that own drills now
Okay.
and in Montrose, and then we have some in Grand Junction. So that's been
wow,
fun to see too.
Okay,
yeah,
so usually you guys are like going off to Germany and trade shows all over the world because that's where your customer base is. It's nice that we have some in Montrose now.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
So what do you see for TEI in the next 42 years?
Next 42 years. Well, I'll be retired.
She thinks she's going to be retired.
So for the next few years, it'll be interesting to see what the global markets do, because those were definitely down for the last 2 years. So they were more shut down than us. Infrastructure was able to keep going through COVID because the government declared them as critical. And I agree with that. So that was really nice for our customers. And Canada had the same stance, but in Europe they really shut things down. Australia was completely shut down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been definitely hard on the global economy. So it'll be interesting to see how and if that springs back, like we hope.
So is there a season for your drills? Is it seasonal, or is it all year long?
It used to be, but now it seems like, we always laugh that, the week between Christmas and New Year's you can get a lot done because it's slow, and it never seems to be slow anymore. And we've got a backlog right now, so that was exciting.
Really?
We actually had a growth year in 2020, so that was exciting.
Oh, so one of the, and I don't even know if you can talk about this or not, but you have become so well known, and TEI has become so well known that, did I hear a rumor that the U.S. government reached out to you? She's like, oh, not supposed to answer that.
We do contracts for the military.
You do? Okay.
So they're usually a special project that we do for them. So we've had a couple of those come through, and we're not, you're right, we're not allowed to tell you that.
You know what, if I didn't ask, then who would
we
I
can tell you,
be?
but we have to get you.
Wait, you heard it here. So if you guys can't find me tomorrow, no, I'll be at the day spa tonight. So. But but that's exciting for our little town, and it's what I love about where you have taken TEI is that you have no fear. It's just, let's just go. You're truly a trailblazer. Because what's the worst you can hear? Is no, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to pick the brain of this amazing entrepreneur and business owner, you know where to find Sue at TEI. But one of the things, I'm going to embarrass you here for a minute, Sue. When I was getting to that question about not doing much business here, in Montrose, which I total fail because you do have clients here, but it's interesting how TEI truly gives back to this community. You support our nonprofits in ways that I can't do. Like, I cannot write the checks that you write and attend the events and do the things that you do.
Well, we're blessed that we can do that.
You are.
And that was a decision that actually, when my mom was still working within the company, that we made collectively, that we wanted our giving dollars to stay within our community and looked for organizations that truly impacted our employees. So those are kind of the decisions of how we give and what we give.
Great. I noticed that I guess of a few months ago, it was the Boys and Girls Club's annual wine and food event. And
it's a great event.
Isn't it? I know.
Everybody should go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I ate and drank a lot.
Yes.
But I do remember the pre-event where the executive director, Bud Taylor, who, is supposed to be our co-host here today, and he's speaking and just talking about the Boys and Girls Club. And so, it's, hey, Bud. Bud is always in the studio. Love it. But he was there speaking, and you just sauntered on up there and handed Bud an envelope. And I'm like, okay. And Bud just takes it, and I'm thinking, if Sue Franks hands you an envelope, you open it up. You all were able to make a substantial donation. I think it was like $25,000 to the Boys and Girls Club. And what that means for this community is that parents can go to work.
Yeah, Boys and Girls Club is so important.
Isn't it?
And just I was amazed by what Bud and his team do down there with, I was like, so the kids do all their homework and have all that done. So when the parents pick them up, all you're doing is spending family time with them. I'm like, that's fantastic.
Oh, yes. And they cook and they do all sorts of activities and so forth. But that is a true testament.
For me, it's about the homework. That was always horrible.
Maybe I need to get Preston into the Boys and Girls Club. So. Because even now, that third grade homework is hard.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Do I remember how to do this? Then if you have to do it the new math way, forget it.
There's new math.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. So, It's kind of tough, right? But
It is.
but how the TEI impacts this community through your giving truly impacts people here in this community, and folks through the Boys and Girls Club. Like I said, they can go to work and not worry about their kids and after school, programs and things like that. And not everyone can do it, Sue, and we're so grateful and thankful for what TEI and you do for this community.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Well, this has been a great Friday morning. I'm going to try and warm up here. But Sue Frank, thank you for your leadership, and thank you for just your commitment to this community.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Make it a great Friday, everybody.